All right. Shalom, 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 shalom. Call halal Yahweh by Hashem Mashiach Yashawah by Hashem Harak HaKadosh. Barakatah Yahweh. Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Barakatah to the occupant. Where I teach this word, truth, and all sincerity. Teaching the downfall of Esau. The 2/3 is with between them and these heathens. It's not gonna be working. I want to give this. I want to give this message to the 1/3 men, women, and children, and to the heathens. Everybody out there that's listening. You know what? This is for all nations. Okay, all nations. Because just because you a heathen, that don't mean you don't want to serve. Because there are heathens that want to serve the correct Hamashiach. This is for all nations. But this is dedicated to the 1/3 men, women, and children. In that order, the men, the women, and the children. Okay? You know what I mean? Men, women, children. And to the house of David. The Habai Yashawah would die. The house of David. Kwam Yashawah. Nope. Before I say Kwam Yashawah. To the elect, the varsity team. To the pro team. The squad that everybody's wanting to watch, the 144,000 elect men of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahshai, of the house of David, faithful from the womb, from the beginning of this earth, created from the beginning of this earth, that was coming down here to live out their story. It said, Kwam Yasha Allah, Kwam Yasha Allah, rise Israel, Lamalam Young. Woo! Forever and ever. Our Father, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us of our trespasses as we forgive those that trespass against us. For thine are the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. Lama Lam Young. Amen. Look, man, this is for all nations, okay? He said this word must be heard of all nations. So that means even if you a heathen, because some heathens is tired of this place too, you know what I mean? They want righteousness. Some heathens want their kids to grow up correct. Some heathens are actually apologetic about what happened. Some heathens do hate us still. But this for all nations. Look, I'm just gonna be straight up honest. When you sick, you got stuff going over you. Those are spirits. You know what I mean? You got the left-hand side spirits and the right-hand side spirits. You got the left-hand side angels and the right-hand side angels. Right now, I'm actually going through something. What the brothers, the Akim would call, if you know what Akim mean, the brothers would say ailments, right? So the last little bit, I've been feeling really sickish. You know what I mean? Like I'll be just walking and then I'll get dizzy or something, or I'll be standing. I'm talking to somebody just a second ago, I almost just fell over. Like my head just go dizzy. So recently I did break a tooth. So, I've been feeling a little weird, like headaches and all kinds of stuff, like shorter breath. So there could be like an infection, right? So this is about how to cure that. You know what I mean? Because you're not supposed to run down to Egypt. And this is a test from the Most High. Because even though I was like, I told my wife, I was like, bring me some medicine, because my wife, they are Salvadorian, the mom's Mexican, they out there in the California, you know what I mean? So I'm used to even getting pills and stuff like that, you know what I mean? So, but, I was adopted by so-called Asian people, you know what I mean? So, you got these Filipino people that they into the herbs of the field. So, I'm into the herbs of the field. Let me move my truck real quick. I'm going to continue on. You do got a lot of, I don't want to just say all Mexicans or Issachars or fucking Zebulon, because their father's Zebulon, which to be honest, they're not even Issachar and Zebulon. They're actually Gadites because they both Yaqui Indian. You know what I mean? Both the parents on both sides is Yaqui, but people want to claim where they from, which it's total bullshit. But that digresses from what I'm saying. People do herbs of the field. I believe in tea. Whenever you have a tooth problem, the first thing that they'll tell you to, hey, put a tea bag on it. Why do they want you to put a tea bag on it? Because those are the herbs of the field. The tea actually pulls that shit out of you. So when you're sick, you should be drinking tea. You should be drinking black tea all the time. You should drink black coffee all the time, especially if you're trying to lose weight. Why it cleans you out. You should be drinking your urine all the time too. So I know Akim told me to do a video on urine therapy, and this is going to be a part of it. So the main thing is what I'm going to heal. So I'm trying to show you that you don't have to run down to Esau for help. You don't have to run down to these doctors for help. Now, I know they're going to be like, you should say consult a doctor. Your doctor is Yashawah by Hashem Yashawah. He said the herbs of the field are here on the ground, and he made them for the healing of the nation. Let's get it right. So let's say you can't get to the herbs of the field. Okay, if you really got it that bad, you're like, man, I got to see a doctor. I need to see. There's a lot of doctors that you'll go to, and they'll tell you, hey, man, use herbs. Use herbs. They'll tell you, hey, just drink this, drink that. There are doctors out there that tell you. So to those doctors out there that's telling the truth, Kwam Yashala, what's up? Shalom, the water. But for you other doctors that just request medicine, Google everything because you don't know. Well, even if you don't know, you Google, I ain't disrespecting you on that, you know what I mean? But this is, I'm going to tell you how I'm going to do this. And if you want to go along with me and do this too, 2 days of my healing process, which Malek Ariyah also does this with me, and my name is Ariyah Shakur. He does this with me. We do this together. Sometimes we'll go more days, but 1 day of how we fast is equivalent to 3 days of how you fast, when you water fast. See, we fast how Yahweh Shai and Musha fast. They go 40 days, no water, no food, okay? So we go a couple days, no water, no food. And we heal. And you'll get a 6-pack and you'll get everything else, right? Okay, let me show you. So this is first things first. This is Mark 9:29. It says, and he said unto them, this kind can come forth by nothing but prayer and fasting, okay? So when you're talking about spirits and demons, you got these spirits up on you. The Most High, how about Shem Yashai, he puts these spirits on you. So how I'm feeling like, oh man, I've been feeling sick for a couple days. I thought it was because I had to talk to this dude because it said sometimes many of us have entertained angels unaware. And it was funny because Elder Tahar entertained some guy the same day I was entertaining some guy. So we being tested in these days, Are you going to be a man of the Lord and deal with the stuff and have faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahshai? Or are you going to be a faithless generation? Okay? So when it's talking about demons and stuff, it's talking about sickness. What is a sickness? It's a demon. It's a possession. You got something taken over you. That's why even when you go eat this broke-ass food, it destroys you. They don't tell you that, hey, you can actually reverse cavities by switching up your food and eating apples and stuff, right? Eating apples and oats and using olive oil and stuff. You can actually get rid of full-on cavities, but they don't tell you this shit, right? No, you need to come down, get them teeth pulled out and do this and this and this, right? Okay, so we're not going to be faithless. I'm at work, so Salakia if I cut this video short, but you know, Yahweh Hashem Yeshai put that spirit on you, you can do it. This is Luke 18:8. And I tell you that he will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth? Okay? He don't need everybody. We already said he don't. That's why he's saying, shall I find faith on? He already knows the answer to that. He already knows who's been chosen. Okay? He knows. That's why he says in this time he's going to awake you up out of your sleep. You know, people are going to wake and find out who they are. Okay? He's going to wake you up. Where's that verse? This is that Romans right here. Romans 13:11. And that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep. So it ain't a time to be slumbering, it's time to wake up. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Okay? All right, so here we go again. Okay, here we go again. Okay, this is Matthew 7:16. Ye shall know them by their fruits. Do men gather grapes and thorns, or figs and thistles? So by their fruit, by their labors, by their labor, because his fruit is what's going to come after, okay? So for me to teach you something and do the opposite, that would make me a liar. By me telling you, hey, you're supposed to drink your cistern, right? Here we go. Matthew 5:14. For whoever therefore shall break one of these least commandments and shall teach men so, he shall be called the least in the kingdom of heaven. I don't want to be the least. Okay? But whoever shall do and teach them, the same shall be called great in the kingdom of heaven. Right? And the kingdom of heaven is here on earth. Right? So here we go. So praying and fasting is going to cause the healing. You're going to get the sickness out of you, right? If you don't believe me, 40 days. Watch. No, before I do that. He said, drink from your cistern. Okay? Why do you drink from your own cistern? Because your body has the antibiotics already up in it. If you have spirits in you or something attacking you, then that means that it's trying to push the other spirit out. So what do? Put that spirit right back in, right? The breath of life is already in you. So when you breathe, guess what? The breath of life, you're breathing that life is going into your blood. It's going into your oxygen. This is Proverbs 5:14. Drink waters out of thy own cistern, not everybody else's, and running waters out of thy own well, okay? So drink your own urine. So tonight, what was that one verse I was going to go to? So that one, teach. Oh yeah, so here we go. So this is Matthew. So this is, and when he had fasted 40 days and 40 nights, and he was afterward and hungered. So he was hungry 40 days and 40 nights, right? And Jesus led the spirit And Yahawah led up on the spirit into the wilderness to the temple of the devil, and he fasted 40 days and 40 nights, for afterwards he hungered. So that means the fasting, the 40 days and 40 nights, you don't eat or drink. Look. All right. So this is Exodus 34 and 28. And he was there with the Lord 40 days and 40 nights. And he neither did eat bread nor drink water. And he rode up on the tables. See, look, the tables, the words of the covenant and the 10 commandments. That's why when I tell you guys, when you fast, don't drink water. Why? Because what you're doing is pushing out your freaking salts. So when you fast, don't eat, don't drink. After 2 days of fasting, what happens? Your body creates new cells that attack all the bad cells, and it destroys them. It totally kills them, okay? It creates new life. It creates new data. So whatever's in your body that's creating that old, messed up data, it's going to destroy. Because you're going to create something called autography or whatever from fasting. So your body's going to heal itself. So when they tell you this bullshit that, oh, if you get an infection, you're going to die. No, do you know what probably will happen? You'll probably get an infection. It's possible you could die. I'm not going to say that it's not. But you'll get an infection. If your body passes out and you're not full of stomach, what your body's going to do is get rid of all that food. It's going to digest that food. You'll probably be out in a coma. You'll probably shit everything out. Then your body's going to go in the process of healing itself. Okay? You're not eating. You're not drinking. You're in some type of coma type stage. So your body's going to start healing itself. You're going to get more energy. You're going to feel stronger. So what I'm going to do, and you can follow along if you want to do it my way, is I'm going to eat fruits, drink all kinds of water all day. And once the sun goes down, because that's the start of the new day, I'm going to cut, right before the start of the new day, I'm going to piss in a bottle. I'm going to drink my piss. Some people don't pee out, some people pee out the first little bit. Fuck that. Drink the whole thing of piss. What it's going to do, it's going to clean everything out inside of me. You're going to go shit. Okay? Plain out and simple. You're going to shit. Everything that's inside of you, you're going to push out. It's going to push out. It's going to clean you out like fucking X-Lax or something. Right? And then for the next couple days, because I have nothing in my body for my body to digest, what I'm going to do is just fast and pray. I'm not going to eat anything. I'm not going to drink anything. And I'm going to naturally heal. So after 2 days, your body will, whatever pain you have in your body, after 2 days, you will no longer be feeling, or it will feel less. Okay, so if you have pain in your toes, you have hurt somewhere, after 2 days, your body's already in this autography where you're not going to feel any fucking pain. Then in the 3rd and 4th days, you're going to keep creating that. You're going to be in a full-blown fast. You're going to start burning a whole bunch of fat as well. When you burn fat like that, your body creates HGH. So you're creating human growth hormone, which they said Yahawah, if you look at any history, they said he had a bunch of. So why is he able to do stuff? Because he had what? Human growth hormone? He had his spirit up. Okay? So that means you're going to be stronger. You're going to feel, you may feel a little weak. That's the demon spirit. You might have parasites in you. Parasites are demons. All this shit has to be killed out. So with that said, I'm going to get back to work. Hope this was edifying. If you have any questions, write them. Don't be a little bitch. Don't be scared. You know, if you got diabetes 1, you know, you may have to be careful with your fasting. You may have to eat something, at least something small, you know. But at least you can start getting in that process. But you can't do both. Okay? You cannot fucking serve 2 gods for you people, okay? Look, I'm going to show you that before I leave. You cannot serve 2 gods. Okay? This is Matthew 6 and 24. No man can serve 2 masters, for either he will hate the one and love the other, or he will hold on to the one and despise the other. You cannot serve 2. You cannot serve God and Muhammad, whatever that nigga is. That's mankind to me. You can't serve the devil. You know what I mean? Whoever that nigga is. If it ain't a Yahawah Shem Yashai, it's the devil. That's all it is. I don't give a fuck. You know why? Because he said he ain't the author of confusion. Okay? It's not the author of confusion. Okay? 1 Corinthians 14 and 33. For Yashawah is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Here is the patience of the saints. Okay? So, what I'm going to do, if you want to choose to go along with it, then go ahead. That's great. It's 9:45. I missed my 44. But hey, it's cool. Yeah, how about Yashawah? You know? But like what I'm going to do, you can't serve two gods. So you can't do the herbs of the field and you can't do the herbs of the field and you can't take medicine. You either choose one or the other. You cannot do both. Okay? So with that said, Shalom, Yashawah. If you run down to Egypt, then you stay with Egypt. If you run to Yahweh, then you stay with Yahweh. You can't be in the middle. He said you either hot or cold. If you lukewarm, he's going to spit your ass out. Shalom.